So, you know how you probably believe that making a mistake is deadly. It's pretty much like the end of the world, and you're so ashamed of your mistakes, and you don't want to make more mistakes, and you sort of want to prevent other people from making mistakes, and you feel you're protecting them by telling them that, hey, don't do this. And that's great. Yeah, I guess you are protecting someone by telling them that. But look, I've come to realize that experience is the best teacher. And this is not it's not something that I just discovered. It's something that's been there. You can hear this any day from a lot of people. Probably, I would imagine you have said it yourself or have heard it before. Um, when you experience something yourself and you see how it pans out, that in itself is a much better educator than any person on earth, no matter what anyone can tell you. If you've experienced it, if you've seen it, if you've lived through it, you know it much better than any person could explain it to you. So think about a mistake in that similar way. You can try and tell someone, look, I made this mistake, I did this, I flopped with this. Yeah, sure, that could happen, but sometimes for some things it is best that someone experience it for themselves. Now look, I'm not saying do not tell people or do not advise people as to what not to do or make suggestions as to what they should do. What I am saying is that it is an important part of everyone's life to make mistakes, to experience things for themselves and screw up. But what is more important is that you learn from that experience. Don't just keep repeating the same mistake over and over again like you're just some stupid program that is just stuck in a loop trying to pass this section that is blocking it, and it can't pass, and it can't think of a new algorithm to get around this. No, if you make a mistake, you realize that you made a mistake, and then because you're a human, you can't think of a new algorithm to look, okay, this doesn't work, perhaps I should try this, and maybe that works, maybe that too doesn't work, then you try something else. Just don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's also another thing that holds us back, that you wanna go try to, I don't know, ride a bike, but then you're afraid that you will fall, and the falling is part of the process, is part of the learning curve. Not that you particularly have to fall, but you are most likely to fall. But then from that, even your body learns that, okay, this is how I felt the last time. This is what I should probably do to avoid falling. Let me try this, maybe then I won't fall. And eventually, you know how to ride a bike, and it's second nature. You don't even have to think about it. Just get on it and you're going. So try not to rob people of the opportunities to learn and to make mistakes. Yes, let's give each other advice. Let's help each other out. Tell me what I should try to do in order for me to be able to ride the bike, and that is perfect. But don't just tell me and then not let me go on the bike because you think that, yeah, because now I told you what to do, don't go doing that thing because now you should know how to do it. No, let me experience it myself and fall if I do, or not fall if I don't, but experience it and learn that way. We shouldn't always expect people to just take our advice and not go and do the wrong thing according to us anyway, that we feel is wrong. The mistake that happened in your life may not necessarily happen in someone else's life. I could go jump, I don't know, climb a tree and fall. Doesn't mean that everyone who's gonna go and try to climb that tree is gonna fall. Maybe I just suck at climbing trees, and while a monkey would be good at climbing a tree, but a fish just would totally suck. So yeah, sure, fish can take advice that, okay, don't go climbing up the tree from the monkey, but then Perhaps the fish wasn't even looking to go climb up the tree in any way, so they have no business climbing the tree, so it's really pointless for you to give them that advice. But anyway, I think I'm losing it here. Bottom line is, learn from your mistakes, allow people to make mistakes. I mean, try to learn much quicker from your mistakes though, because next thing you know, you're 70 and your life has passed you by, and only then you start realizing that this thing was a mistake, this was a mistake. And I know for that. I know that I don't want to live like that. I don't want to be 70 or 50, even not even 40, and be thinking, yo, I should have done this, I should have done this differently. I'd like to get to a certain point in my life and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I fell off that tree. I'm glad I fell off that bike that time. Yeah, I got all the bruises and scratches, but look at where I am now. And I'd like to appreciate everyone who's tried to warn me from all the mistakes that they've done, or all mistakes that are possible, because that has helped me look out for the mistakes that I could be doing in my life, look out for the mistakes that I could be going into, and realize the mistakes that I did. Like, oh, no, I did this, and that person had told me that this could happen. So indeed, yes, this is something that can happen, and this is a mistake. But you learn from it, you grow from it, you get over it, and you succeed. Or fail and then try again and then succeed. Or then fail again and then try again, and then, it goes on and on and on.